I'm back with another video for you lovely lot, and this one is going to be a very useful, informative and exciting, I think, in a way, kind of video. So I am going to be talking to you about the Sterigrips. Now these things are going to help us a lot. They are going to be so useful to avoid you guys sharing touch points on the circuit. So what's in these bags? I'm going to take you through what they are and how useful they are and all the good stuff. Now, first of all, we have a nice, lovely waterproof bag here with a lovely clip. So this means you can clip it on your bag, not lose it. And the waterproofness of this is going to be useful in just a moment when I tell you more about these lovely Sterigrips. So you get a set, two rubber, lovely rubber little things. They're nice and comfortable as well, nice and soft, and really easy, as you can see, to open up and use. Now, as I say, these are going to help us, well, help you guys not share touch points, and then therefore helping us limit the amount of times we need to stop to do a full clean, because you guys are not sharing touch points on the circuits, and that means we can get you guys on here as much as we possibly can. So as you can see, really easy to open up, and what you do is you just come around, pop them onto the handles, and off you go. So I will show you in just a moment how to do that with your tag as well, so don't worry. So beautiful little things. Now, things you need to know: easy to wash, like super duper easy. Throw them in the washing machine. If you really want to, throw them in the dishwasher as well. You can throw them in either of them, it'll be absolutely fine. And then you just leave them to air dry. You don't need to put them in the dryer, definitely don't do that, but just leave them out to air dry and they'll be nice and clean for you. And again, waterproof bag, so if you did clean them when you were here before you left, you could just put them in your bag and they'll be absolutely fine. The rest of your stuff won't get wet. So as I say, helps us limit the amount of cleaning we need to do. Helps you guys not cross-contaminate things because you're not touching each other's, you're just touching your own area, essentially. And it will help reduce landfill waste and all that nasty stuff as well, because we won't have to use as many cloths and all the things we don't really want to use if we can avoid it as much as possibly can. We're still going to be cleaning, of course, but it just won't be as rigid as it had to be beforehand, because you guys are going to, well, you'll be able to get these to keep yourself nice and safe. Gives you a really, really nice grip. They are so soft that it's going to be so much nicer than holding the regular handles, I think, actually. So hopefully it will reduce a lot of those calluses. It might lessen them happening as well. Not only that, you don't have to limit the use of these on the circuit. That's the great thing about these. You can use these anywhere that you need to or feel you need to use something like this. So supermarkets, on the trolleys, pop them on. Baskets, pop it on. Your bags, pop it on. Door handles, anything on public transport. So if you do catch the bus and you have to hold on to the bars, just go down grabbing them with this, because as I say, it's super duper easy, and you'll feel so much safer taking transport as well, because you know that you might have to touch that pole but not directly, because you've got your own little bad boys here. And as I say, you can easily sanitize these nicely. So very, very useful things. We are really excited to use these. So now I guess the demonstration for how to use these with the tag. So I've got my tag here in my pocket, and I figured I would try and show you how to use this on the squat machine, because I know this one can be a little bit tricky for a lot of people anyway. So throwing these into it might make you suddenly freak out thinking you can't do it. So don't have the change station lady on, unfortunately, but I'm just going to show you how quickly it can be. So on the mats, on the boards, we know what we do here. We have a bit of dance. So change stations, I'm going to show you how I'm planning to hold these to start with. So one in one hand ready. And I always put the tag in with my left hand. So if you do yours with the right, you'll do the opposite of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to hold it here. I'm going to clasp it just here with my other hand, ready, so then I can just grab it back. Tag in hand. So change stations now. I'm going to pop it in. See how I put that straight into my other hand, under, on, and go. So you should have plenty of time. So again, just as another way to show you, that's how I would hold it. So I'll grab it as I've come off this machine, the lovely oblique here, get my tag ready. I'm going to pop that in, grab immediately, then you can push that underneath there, grab, and off you go. It's really, really simple. Honestly, I can't explain And hopefully that shows you just how easy these things are. Like, you just bump, bump. So you would use these on every single machine. Obviously bicep, tricep, you're just going to hold them. This is going to probably help you guys as well with making sure that you keep your hands upright, so that's going to be useful. And the other one you won't be using it on is the stepper. So the stepper, obviously we need you guys to hold onto the metal to get a heart rate reading, but we will be here to make sure we give it a good alcohol wipe after anyway, so don't worry about that, because we're going to keep you distant, so we'll have time to do it. So I don't know what else to say. They're just great, and like I said, they come in a lovely little bag. So you just pop them in. I found that popping them inside of each other and then back into the bag is so much easier. And done, we're off. Just pop them on, clip them on your bag, throw them in your bag, whatever, it's all good. And then say, it's just going to help us make sure that you guys can get on the circuit as often as possible, and help us be able to clean the bits that we definitely need to clean and keep on top of that easier without having to completely shut everything, to really get every inch of the machine, well, the handles mostly as well. So very useful stuff. All the information when you come in, you can see what they're all about. And I believe Sal has some smaller ones which are grocery grips, so they would be, they're little, not as wide, and they would be more for your trolleys and things like that. But I think these as well will just fit on nicely too, so don't worry about having to get both if you don't want to. You can always just get one. So get yourself a pair of Sterigrips.